16th, 2020 or 2022 Planning Commission Administrative Hearing. I've got a brief statement as the Brandon Larson, and I'll chair the meeting and have a brief statement regarding open and public meetings. Due to Utah County's high level of coronavirus cases as determined by the state's COVID-19 transmission index, I've determined that conducting meetings with an anchor location presents a substantial risk to the health and safety of those who may be present there. Therefore, the next 30 days, all meetings of the Planning Commission Administrative Hearing will be conducted via electronic means. Okay, so we have one item on the agenda tonight, and that is Cal Johnson requests a conditional use permit for a car wash in the general commercial CG zone located at 1884 North University Parkway in the Carterville neighborhood. And I'll turn the time over to Aaron Ardmore for a brief presentation on the site.
So here's the property located on the corner of Freedom and University Parkway, formerly a bank, I believe. So the zoning on that property is general commercial. To the north, you can see that it's the residential conservation zone. Down here is community shopping center zone, and then over here is the public facility zone. Their proposal, which is a conditional use in the CG zone, is a car wash. You can see here the site plan overlaid on the aerial to kind of give you an idea of the changes that will be taking place on the site. We also have kind of a clean version of that. A couple things just to take note of. Ingress and egress in two different locations here. As you get closer to the intersection, it's egress only. They've got their stacking spaces for the car wash here on the north of the property. They've got parking, required parking here and here for the site. And these with the thicker lines are vacuum stations associated with the car wash. Enhanced landscaping improvements there to be made on the property with building permits. Here are the proposed elevations, improvements to be made on the building, interior and exterior. These are just showing the exterior improvements. And here's the north and south elevations of that. If you've gone through the staff report, the staff's recommending approval with 3 conditions. One of those conditions has to do with the boundary between the car wash and the residential apartments to the north in the RC zone. Those are student apartments. There is a concrete wall there, but because it being not 6 feet around the entire boundary between the two zones, we're recommending a combination of shrubs and privacy slats be added to the top of that wall to get the 6 foot buffer. You can see here that there are a number of shrubs along the border already in places. So where they can add to those, where there's enough planting area, they would do that.
So we wouldn't have to add additional, just mostly where there is the planting area, add shrubs, and then we might put privacy the whole way anyways.
Okay.
And so between the two, it should be perfect.
Does it need to extend right here to?
Yeah, all the way to the corner there.
Which it'll be good on both
Yes.
sides. We'll do
Yep.
great advertising.
Yeah.
So that's the recommended condition number 2. The first recommended condition is just complying with the standard condition for car washes in the city code. And the third condition recommended to the hearing officer is that a current business license is obtained and maintained through the use of the business there. So with those proposed conditions, we're recommending approval on this one.
Okay, great. Does the applicant have any statements they'd like to present at the meeting?
I don't know that we really have any statements unless you guys have something, but we're grateful to work with you guys on this, and it's been very easy to work with you guys back and forth on some of the, especially this wall stuff here, kind of at the end of it. trying to figure out what will work best and meet the intent of the code. So we're happy to provide that privacy between the residential use to the north.
Would you mind stating your name for the record?
Yeah, this is Cal Johnson. I'm the applicant civil engineer for the project.
Great, thank you. Okay, if you have nothing else, we'll turn it over for public comment.
No public comments at this time, 30 seconds. No public comments.
Okay, thank you. I've looked through the staff report and I'm noting that again, the staff conclusion and recommendation is that the proposed plan meets the applicable code requirements, and that this proposal should not cause any harm to the general health, safety, and welfare of the public. I know conditions of approval that were stated earlier, and as the administrative hearing officer, I'm comfortable approving this conditional use permit based on the following three conditions: that the property complies with the regulations of 1434-250 subsection 4 of the Provo City Code, that all landscaping shown on the approved plans be installed prior to receiving a certificate of occupancy, and that third, a current business be maintained. We appreciate the attractive addition of landscaping and the buildings. I think that would be a great addition to the area. So with that, yes, we as the administrative hearing officer, I approve the conditional use permit, and remind you that there is I guess a signature on the back for you to sign, and just continue to work with staff to finish up the remaining kind of the signatures and whatever else needs to be done to finalize this application, and that should be it.
Thank you.
We don't have any other applications on the agenda tonight, and so with that, we'll adjourn.